Come on up, say Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year!
All right, it's 2023 and we are super excited. First gym session is about to go down in the books. I'm always excited to go to the gym, so the fact that it's 2023 doesn't really change anything. Classes are packed. That's one thing we noticed. We're like, oh, are people really gonna be ready to come back? Yes, they are ready to come back, and we hope you guys are also. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Wodapalooza is in about, I don't know, a week and a half. They released the first team workout. My team is Brooke, Amanda, so Brooke Wells and Amanda and myself. And the first one is a 3 rep max overhead squat, a 2 rep max front squat, and a 1 rep max shoulder to overhead. So we're trying to figure out who's gonna do what. So we're definitely gonna be testing out a couple of those lifts at the gym today because we only get 2 attempts, which is kind of crazy. But we're gonna be getting back into training, sharing more of our training with you, and we wanna be here to support you on your 2023 goals. Whatever those are, we wanna help you accomplish those and teach you anything and everything you wanna know, and also provide you some great workouts so you can hit those goals. Is this one yours? Yeah, that one's full. At the gym, we love going to the gym. We find out our intensity is really great when we're at the gym. So we start with a warm up. We always hit like 10 to 15 minutes of some sort of warm up. And today Pat and I just chose Echo Bike. So I hit 100 calories on the Echo Bike. I'm not sure how long he went, just slowly increasing my effort, getting my heart rate up, getting my body warm. Then went through all of our glute activation exercises just to make sure we were ready because we were starting with back squatting. So with back squatting, I was 3 sets of heavy 5 into 3 singles. And then I dropped down and hit 1 set of heavy 10 just to get my legs back under me after having a couple of days off. Oh, I haven't squatted. And I was really happy with how they felt. Then we went into our class workout, which was every minute on the minute for 7 rounds, 1 power clean, 3 front squats, 3 bar facing burpee. The goal is to get progressively heavier, work on our efficiency of our burpees, and also get some weight on the bar for those front squats and just feel snappy on the power clean. That went really well, really enjoyed it. And that set us up for the actual Metcon. Our Metcon was 5 rounds. It was 7 hang squat cleans, 9 shoulder to overhead, and either 11 toes to bar or 11 bar muscle ups, depending if you're following our IBEX 60 or our comp track. We chose the bar muscle ups for the comp track just because we're getting ready for Wodapalooza, and you got 60 seconds rest between the rounds. This was sneaky. You also got to choose your own weight, and the goal was to choose a weight that you could do those 7 hang squat cleans and those 9 shoulder to overhead unbroken, and then hold on to as big of sets as possible on the bar muscle ups or the toes to bar. 3 rounds felt awesome. Rounds 4 and 5 got really spicy, but we really enjoyed it. And then we just ended with some accessory work, which was 3 sets of 6 Russian step-ups, single leg hamstring curls, and then banded glute bridge, just to make sure our hamstrings and our glutes are feeling really good and reactivated after all the back squatting that we did today. This was our class workout, and it's really fun to work really hard against all of you guys who are following IBEX training and everybody in our gym that's following it. And it's just slowly starting to get us prepped and ready for the open, starting to get used to lifting some heavier weight under some heavy breathing, getting used to the high skill gymnastics, some of the barbell cycling, and just starting to feel really good so we can hit the open hard. It's insane that it is January 1st and we have our garage door open. Just last week it was negative 37 degrees here in Columbus with the wind chill, so it feels really good to be back in the garage. We love the space and to have the door open. Milo's definitely missed his time hanging out watching all of our neighbors, but we're back in the garage now. We're gonna hit some accessory work. We had a really great session in the gym, and because it's the 1st or 2nd of January, our gym was packed, so there was no space for us to do our accessory work without kind of being in the way or distracting the class. So we decided to come home, hit that 2nd session in our garage gym just because the weather is so nice.
All right, I'm drenched. I was actually sick for almost like 3 weeks. I was down for like 3 days, and then it was almost 3 full weeks of just like congestion in my nose and my ears. So this was the first full day working out. Felt a little bit aggressive, but we got that under the belt, and I'm hoping the rest of the week will kind of start coming back around. I'm ready to get back into some normal working out. And we're gonna touch base with you and with you guys. We had a really fun strength complex on Friday that we got some really good feedback in class as well as in the notes on the leaderboard in IBEX. What we were doing was we were doing 1 clean pull into some high box jumps. On minute 1, minute 2, we were doing 1 power clean plus 1 front squat. So we're gonna kind of break down why we were doing these 2 movements and why we were putting them together to hopefully give you a little bit better understanding because it worked out really well for everybody in class and online. All right, so our focus between the power clean and the clean pull and the box jump is gonna be extension of our hips. So we want that explosive triple extension for both of these movements, and they're priming us for the power clean, which we're gonna do on our odd minutes. So two things. One, when we're doing our pull, we're thinking about driving through our feet. The second thing that we want to emphasize is we're actually scooping once we get past our knee and not just opening our chest. So I see some people get in the habit of once they pass their knee, they just open up their chest, and that's not a very good or powerful position to drive from. Once we're lifting the barbell and we get past our knee, we want to scoop and drive so it's nice and vertical. That's going to be the same positioning and the same type thing that we want to do for our box jump. Once we move to our power clean, we want to be catching our power clean and our box jump in a similar position. So whether we're jumping onto an actually high box or maybe the box isn't that high, our priority is not getting onto the highest box we can get on, but landing in a nice powerful position as tall as we can. So if I jump onto the box, what I'm trying to avoid doing is jumping, catching in the bottom of my squat, and then standing up. So we're working on being in a powerful position, so I'm jumping and exploding. Even if the box isn't that relatively high, I would land with my hips nice and open, just like I would if I had a power clean. So that's gonna be a very similar position, nice and strong, my hips are back behind me, and I'm nice and tall. And the vice versa of that, what we wanna also be able to kind of apply to is we see people wanna catch their power cleans with their knees a little bit forward. We would intuitively know not to do that with our box jumps. So if I catch my power clean and my knees dip forward, that's not a very strong position to catch in. And also, if I need to get lower in my catch, I'm very limited and I'm likely to dump that barbell forward. So we wouldn't land on a box jump that way. We don't want to catch our cleans that way either. So these two work really well together and we should be priming one for the other. After these two movements, after we've done a heavy clean pull, starting at about 65%, building over the course of the EMOM, and then doing our jumping, our explosive box jump, our power clean should feel good. We should be feeling explosive off the floor. We should be catching that in a good position. Then we're gonna stand all the way up and work through a front squat once we've kind of already fatigued that explosive energy in our legs. So showing you guys what this looks like with a barbell. This is light. Typically we would be with a heavier load. And I'm gonna think about driving through my legs. So my hips aren't gonna move, my chest isn't gonna move until the barbell starts moving. And then everything should be moving together. My hips and my shoulders should be rising at the same time. All right, so typically this would be a much heavier weight. We're just demoing this for you guys. Again, somewhere around 65%. So we should be focusing on driving through our legs. This is a great drill if you're wanting to work on your explosive energy. The high box jumps, the power cleans, and the pulls work really well together. And again, another kind of tip or indicator that you're doing your clean pulls correctly is if you are scooping and driving vertical, that barbell should stay nice and close. If you find that you're popping that barbell hip off of your hips, and it's coming out and away from your body, we're likely just lifting our chest, popping it off, and not getting a very good vertical drive. So hopefully this works well for you guys. If there's anything else you want us to go over in our comments, or let us know in our comments. I'm out of breath. I'm worn out. I'm still trying to recover. We'll catch you guys in the next one.